Okay, here's a Sony 350 reel-to-reel, and the complaint I've seen here is fast forward doesn't work, and then the automatic shutoff is not working properly. So got tape loaded up. It's playing both channels. It looks like fast forward's working to me. Now what I've noticed, it's got some rattling noises in there. And it looks like the brake on the feed or take-up reel is not activating.
Instead of my pen, I left it work.
Oh, I need some lubrication, I think. Let's shut that down. And take the top off and see what's going on with it. Alright, got the top off this, and well, there's lots of black. Like this has been wearing down some of these rollers, like maybe they're a bit stuck or something. So I will make sure they're well lubricated. That little thing, the clip's just about ready to come off. And here's the brake. See how stiff that is? So that's got some old gummed up lubricant in there, not allowing that to come all the way back in. So that's what's happening with the brakes. So I'll do some general cleanup under here and see if that gets the mechanism working properly. And no, that's the place to start. Let's get to that. One place you're supposed to lubricate, I think the manual says monthly, the reels. Now I took there's a little keeper here, a little screw right there. They've taken off both sides, and you can completely extract these and put some lubricant and check to see how dry those are, which these are very dry. Probably never been lubricated. So what I'll do is use a little 3-in-1 oil and just put a little bit on right there just to get that good and lubricated again. There we go. Okay. Now I'm going to do the same with all these idler wheels because they need it also. And then I'll take this off and clean that up. Alright, cleaned up all those idler wheels on the edges. And I need to clean up a little bit. Got a little bit more oil on the top here. But oiled all the bearings. Included, this is the one that was making the noise, the capstan. So now everything seems to be running smooth. There's forward. What is that? Idle. Fast forward, and rewind. Forward, idle, fast forward. Everything looks like it's working properly. So I'll clean up the tops of these a little bit more and put the top back on. And I think that's all this was going to need. Yeah, fast forward, I'll check, put some tape on it, make sure the fast forward's working. But that brake mechanism is now loose and working properly, so I think that will take care of that tape runaway issue. So let's put the top back on. See how it looks. Alright, get that top all the way back on, and then remember there's one thing I forgot to address, and that's this end of tape trip wire. This is supposed to be spring loaded and it is not springing back. So it's gummed up down there. Probably going to have to pull the mechanism out of the case to get to the bottom of it and See what's going on. Guess that's next up. I like how this says, this wooden base provided free of charge as a shipping convenience is therefore not guaranteed against any defects. I don't know if they meant you to actually take the unit out of its case and throw it away, or because a lot of these survived, or if they just didn't want to warranty the case during shipping. But anyway, a little bit of Sony history there. Now, I'm thinking this, here's that switch. You can hear it clicking. It's free, but it should be spring-loaded. Here's a spring of a lever that interacts with that, but it's on the wrong side. It's not pulling it back. So I'm thinking this is in the wrong position. I think it's supposed to be on the other side of that lever there. So I think I will try moving that and see if that makes it work better. I was wrong about this lever. That is the proper position. So I'm not sure what spring loads that switch, but I think that's how it's supposed to be. Alright, I got the unit all back together in its case, cleaned up, and I just made a recording. Here's a little trip wire, and that is operating slowly, but it is operating. It just takes a while before when the tape runs out for it to stop. Yeah, I'll demonstrate that at the end. But here's a recording I made. It sounds great. And fast forward is working. Rewind is working. And the brakes are working now. It doesn't throw tape out. Works at both speeds. Everything's all cleaned up and lubricated. These switches are for, this way you're listening to the aux input, and this way you're listening to what's coming off tape. So you can actually, as you're recording, listen to what's coming in, and then switch that to listen to what's recorded on tape. It's pretty good. Alright, and here's a little test of the no tape cutout. So I'll hit it in reverse, and it should run for just a few seconds, then cut out. Same thing in forward motion. Runs for a few seconds, then turns itself off. So that switch seems to be working. It's still a little sticky, but maybe it'll free up with time. So this one is pretty much ready to go. Very nice little Sony 350. I actually like these little Sonys. They're very simple little devices. There's just one motor in it, and everything else is run off of idler wheels, and pretty reliable machines. They do require some lubrication every once in a while. They say in the manual once a month. This one was probably never lubricated its whole life. But I've already done that, lubricated all the wheels up, the motor, and cleaned all the mechanism inside, loosened up the switch here, and some of the other mechanism inside, which was not working too easily, but everything's all lubricated now and working fine. So I guess that'll do it on this one for the Sony 350 reel-to-reel tape player from, boy, I don't know, I haven't looked this one up, 60s, probably late 60s. I'll put it in the description. So thanks very much for watching. I'll see you in the next video.